Welcome back to Cryptos R Us. I am George. We're all George. So this video is going to be straight to the point, nice and short, because today I'm noticing a few things and I wanted to drop some alpha because I think there is one particular project that is about to explode. So let me tell you what it is. First off, Bitcoin is still holding 41.4. I wish it would go right back up above 42,000. Love to see that momentum come back. Hasn't happened yet, but the day is early. I am noticing though, the overall market cap is going up because you have explosion. A lot of alts, a lot of L1s are in the green, not just a little bit. Solana, a little bit, a little bit in green, but a lot of these are major, almost double digits. Cardano, almost double digits, up almost 10%. Avalanche 12, and you got Polkadot 8, and you go down the list. There's a lot. Cosmos is going up, guys. Finally, Cosmos is moving almost $12, 20%. And I think this makes sense. And here's why. First of all, it hasn't had an upswing like Solana and Avalanche, right? And I've always said, I believe Cosmos is very, very underrated. Look at all the L1s that have been doing very well coming out of the Cosmos ecosystem. Cosmos is a layer 0, so they're a little bit different, but just look at Injective. I just got done talking about last night, up 16% and one of the best performers of this year, up almost like 600%. They have been doing very well. Guess what? They're out of Cosmos. Celestia, okay, also out of Cosmos. They're also one of the best performing L1s of this year. They're almost at $2 billion. When I started covering them, it was like they were around like 500 million. So they're almost up 4x since my coverage. And that wasn't too long ago. That was only like a month ago. So both of these are out of Cosmos. And there are others that are out of Cosmos too. But since these two are so hot, it makes sense. It's making people pay attention to Cosmos. So it's about time we're seeing some love, right? But I've told you guys, I love Cosmos, even though it could be slow, even though their token economics isn't the greatest, okay? But they are still a fantastic project. So I love the fact that they're moving today. So that's awesome. But there's other L1s that have been doing very well outside of the Cosmos ecosystem, right? And that brings me to that one project that I believe is going to get their turn to pump. First, the other L1 that's been doing very well is Avalanche. You guys know that. Avalanche has been on a tear in the top 10 now at $14 billion. They did this back in 2021 too. No one was paying attention to Avalanche, and all of a sudden they started going up in a big way. Now they are in the top 10, and people think that Avalanche, as strong as they are, may flip Cardano or even XRP in the future. It could happen. It could happen. Now, there's a couple things why Avalanche is so strong. They are working on an institutional side, and it's like a lot of tokenization stuff. They are doing or helping institutions create tokenized things like bonds and so forth, right? So they have an institutional play right now. And they have a subnet called Evergreen just for that. And actually, I believe JP Morgan's Onyx chain is a subnet on Avalanche. So they have that side, but also I think more importantly on the retail side, on the gaming side, right? They have made a lot of moves, a lot of commitments that have done very well. I've been talking about this other L1 Beam, which is a subnet. Beam has been very hot, now at $1 billion in market cap, close to $1 billion, right? They are subnet on Avalanche. And Beam just recently made a partnership with Immutable X. So Immutable X has been doing well, right? But guess what? Immutable X also has this big partnership with one other chain, and that happens to be Polygon. That's the next L1, I believe, that will get its turn. Polygon is already big, okay? They're already 8.5 billion in market cap. So this is not a new like meme coin, although I got one to share with you guys. So don't click off yet. But I do believe Polygon will get the turn. They have fallen out of the top 10. People ask me what's going on with Polygon. They've been stagnant recently, but just look at what's happening. We're getting a rotation of L1s pumping for good reason. There's just a lot of excitement. A lot of people are starting to DCA into past projects and new projects, right? Like Beam, for example, and Celestia. So it's a combination of new and old, but I do believe Polygon hasn't gotten their turn yet. I would not be surprised to see Polygon pump above a dollar soon, and we could see a plus 20% day, plus 30% day. I think Polygon go get it. Seeing how Cosmos now gotten their turn, right? And because Polygon has this big relationship now with Beam and Immutable, right? And it ties into Avalanche. I think Polygon is definitely one that will get its turn soon. So that's number one. That's the most important thing I want to talk about in this video, even though they're already a big cap. And you may be thinking, well, George, I already knew Polygon's a great project. What about another one? Give me some alpha on something that hasn't really pumped yet that can do a 100x. Well, I got one for you guys. So you guys know meme coins are very hot right now. Like Bonk is going bonkers, right? I mean, you look at the 1 month performance, 400%. Sneck also is going snecky. Up 24% today. That's fantastic. So both these memes I have bag up, and they've been doing well, but I got in pretty late with Bonk. But there's others. I've been searching for other memes to get into. So I found another one that's really hot right now on Avalanche. Now be careful. Anything with memes, you got to be careful. And it is cock in you. Yes, that's what it says. That's what it sounds like, cock in you, which is out of Avalanche. So Avalanche is a couple, and I've been saying that Avalanche doesn't have a lot of memes, right? So this is the latest one that came out. I decided to take a chance. I decided to buy a little bag, and we'll see where this one goes. But considering that Avalanche doesn't have a whole lot of memes going on, this one could be taking off like Snack. But they're relatively big already. They're at 35 million market cap. So just keep in mind that they are somewhat big already. They did pump a little bit, but still, if any of these turn out to be the next Bonk, which is already at 700 million, we're still talking about 10x, and that's just the beginning of this cycle. So just to throw a little bit more alpha at you guys in terms of a meme. But on a serious note, though, I do think Polygon is a fantastic project. Besides the connections with Beam, Immutable, and Avalanche, Polygon has a major partnership with every single brand out there, including Starbucks and an NFL and Reddit, and there's a whole lot more, even like Coca-Cola. I mean, they have partnerships with all the major brands. They have a ton of NFT collections, but now because of this relationship with Immutable and with Beam and Avalanche, right, it's going to be a good one. So don't sleep on Polygon, and don't sleep on any of the L1s right now, guys. All the L1s are starting to get their turn, starting to catch fire. Even BNB, started getting some love. Look at it. It's up 5%. BNB has been the most stagnant chain for a while now. And it's starting to wake up too. And even ones that don't like Polkadot, up 8%, right? A lot of money flowing into the L1s and L2s, and that's fantastic because they are the building block. They're the network protocols that will be supporting the future dApps, right? That's why I love them so much, guys. All right, that's it. Like I said, short video. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.